starting at an earlier point of the day. It's gonna get to 30 degrees. Welcome back to Pokemon Violet Nuzlocke 2, Part 7. Last time, we actually did a number of things, like lose a Pokemon. We could have done some things better. Obviously, now our starter has fully evolved into Masquerada, giving it the Dark typing, which does change how it will fare against some Pokemon, and better in terms of betterness or in terms of worseness, depending on the type, of course. Fighting types suddenly have a bit more worth against me, which is never a good thing. And more importantly, of course, is we've got to determine how we're going to go about doing things at this very moment, as in I'm just loading the game up right now. So yeah, we are at Medeli, as we did catch an Eevee before we left. So currently not on our team, but currently on our team is of course Masquerado, Gregsire, Gastrodon, Fletchtinder, Pormod, and Tinkerton's the fully evolved. I messed that up. I'm just going to keep messing it up. I apologise. But and of course our fabulous set of Pokemon in the box. Some highlights of course include the fact that we have a Vigavolt. Thatch Bun is always cute. This fucker, he doesn't deserve a name. It doesn't. And of course, Eevee. Look at it, it's so cute. Also a Fungus, and I like me mushroom Pokemon, so yay! Now, of course, naturally what we're going to be doing first and foremost is preparing ourselves for Atticus, the Poison Team Star Leader, with their team of a Skuntank, a Monk, a Muck, and of course 2 Weather Wounds. One with Overcoat, the other gets Toxic Debris because it's the Starmobile, because of course it fucking does, and it has Flame Charge to stop me from using Steel types. Damn it! But is another point on Bulldoze? One might argue. Well, would you be using a Steel type on a Steel type? Be honest. So we do happen to actually have a nice way of dealing with any of them that has Steel on them. Pormont can fight to an extent, but obviously the ground moves that we're seeing, maybe less so. Fletchtinder, on the other hand, it's flying type. It doesn't have to worry about ground maneuvers without having to work around bleeding fucking stupid things like air balloons. But if we take a look at what they're weak to overall wise, Skuntank is of course weak to ground. We've got that covered. Muck is weak to ground, and Psychic. We've got the ground covered. Do we have anything that has any form of psychic abilities? Well, we have got this thing. We've got a Flittle. So we can swap out a Pokemon that maybe we shouldn't be putting in front of a bunch of poison types, and having it be a psychic type that actually can do maybe a bit more to the poison types. Obviously, Skuntank is immune to psychic, and the Weather Room has a more normality to it all, but that makes sense. It's like looking on the site. Obviously, what I shouldn't do is send out Masquerada at all. It is going to be hit with super effective damage from all the poison maneuvers. Whereas in terms of moves, Bulldoze is the big threat to Pormont, and its defense stat is not the best when it comes to Noxious Talk. So yeah, we've got to be careful on that front, obviously. Same with Fletchtinder. Sadly, see, this is a slight other issue. Some of our Pokemon may or may not be the most ideal for the fight, just due to their defense stats as a whole. I do want to put Heracross back on the team, maybe, just to, you know, do things with that. But obviously we've got Orthworm as well. Orthworm being pure Steel versus Steel and Fairy means that its set of resistances are different, and it has Earth Eater, which means, oh, I happen to be using Pormont against, say, the Muck, and Weather Room comes on out, it's about to hit Bulldoze, boom, Earth Eater. It's a nice little bit of an additional immunity that a Orthworm may or may not get, and at the end of the day, its moveset's quite nice against poisons, as most poison types are weak to ground. Sadly, our Orthworm is attacked down. That is a slight issue. It is very much the biggest issue, and we have no additional moves we can really learn for it at the moment, and all that. So, once again, Diggler wouldn't be too bad. Fecafolt would be able to utilize Mud Slap, and that's one thing I'm actually possibly considering as a strat. Obviously, if we look at what the Nuzlocke tracker recommends, it's recommending Gastrodon, Quagsire, and Sandygast due to all the ground weaknesses they have. I don't know on that one. So it's like if I remove Quagsire and I put Fecafolt on the thing to compare, Fecafolt takes normal damage to the moves on Skuntank while being able to hit with super effective ground and all that. Then the Muck, it's the same situation, and Weather Room, it's the same situation. Everything, no, there is 2 times damage it can do because it's considering Bulldoze, which of course naturally Fecafolt doesn't care about because of his electric typing. Also, I'm not sure if the Starmobile is going to be like 4 times weak to ground, because I don't know if it will still have its steel typing. If it does still have its steel typing, then hooray! If it doesn't, then honestly, Fecafolt might not be the best though, because it is a lot more of a physical fight. But at the same time, all of the statistics I see are based off of being of level. So that's the issue, really. It's like, at the end of the day, everything is weak to ground. We can utilize that so well. Oh, so well. Mud Slaps, however, is also really bad. Hey, let's see. Do we have a ground? No, we don't. See, Heracross's fighting typing actually would make it bad for the thing. That's the only thing that I would have to say on that one. See, this is the thing. Obviously, we could level up Prinplup into being Water Steel. It would remove the poison ability that would be here, and I have to actively search Gen for water to double check the exact level it evolves at. Woo! 36. Okay, so we'd be over leveled if we did that. But we have options. And I'm just trying to make sure I'm definitely going in with the correct plan in mind. Because Masquerada, nice that we've evolved it. For this next thing, for Atticus, that is not what we need. Grassdark is 100% not what we need. In fact, I'm actually looking at it, and it's like Lowry's got a Staraptor. But the moment before or after it, yep, no, that's got a puff against that. Obviously, Dark is good against Ghost. What is Iron Tread's ground still? Oh, okay, that's gonna be one thing. One. Mono again, that'll be fine. Tulip has a bunch of Psychics, so Dark will do lovely. Bruce's Ice types will murder it, sadly. But then, yeah, after that, I mean, yeah, obviously I don't want to put a Dark type in front of Fighting types, but you know, maybe accept Annihilate if we can outspeed and whack in a special attack, I guess, but maybe not. I don't know on that end. So yeah, Masquerada, not going to be useful for this fight. We're actually going to remove it from our party for the time being. This is just out of necessity. I think what we want is we have got Orphan now. That's an option. I'm just thinking what would be better. Going for a Steel type with ground maneuvers, or going for a Psychic type. Because obviously I wouldn't mind having Salandit / Salazzle for this, but of course it died a death. No matter what, we're going to be leveling a little bit more just so that some of my other Pokemon are actually going to be of level for the situation at hand. So for the moment we'll put Orphan on the team, just to make sure that it is as it should be in terms of maybe having something a little bit better. Obviously we're not doing Larry right now because that's probably not what I decided to do. We can head to Dallas's Passage and even onto Gustado Mountain, the south part, and the north parts are accounted for as different areas. I don't know why, but you know. Might as well check to see what this rock one is while we're at it, because we've already got our account for area 3, which is Eevee. I love me an Eevee. Hooray. Thank goodness we did that like random Terrorade thing at different... Oh, hello random Fido. I didn't mean to try and do a kill slide on you. Well, we can also show off the fact that... Fido, you do realise you need to A, boost the stats and B, actively, you know... stuff. Fido's got quite a nice bit of special defense. I think Fire just needs like a bit of but also at the same time, we don't have a water gun on Fire, but then again, what do we need? I may want to put something else at front. But hitting level 28, next. Aqua Tail. Yeah, a water maneuver. Lovely. We have got methods to do things. I get rid of haste. I like the idea of having Yawn as at least our way of sleeping. Obviously, we have a plan with Fingers, and that is to get it to the point it gets Spore. That's going to take a bit. I won't lie. I see him as bullshit too. That's gonna give a blank. That'll give a blank. Your experience to the dark to be out of Cormont. I don't even know what. Yeah, this isn't a bad area. Like, if we just. Oh, I forgot. Can I don't have the load of dice up there? I of course equip the magnet because Thunder Punch on water types. I just want to guarantee that, but. Oh. Not very effective, I think. We need a better fighting move. We need a better fighting move. But that is handy as it does give us more XP on some of our Pokemon. Yippee! That Mastiff is angry. I'll fight it. Not the one that's running towards me and trying to bite my ankles. Sometimes maybe one punch is going to be better overall then. 18 power. We're relying on hitting every time. All the hits. And that's not a guarantee. That is never guaranteed. Ever. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, we just have to go with the flow and whatnot and start saying Queens of the Stone Age as one should expect. What's down there? Oh, it's a Terror Blade Loom. Loom. Like I said, I like my mushrooms. I like my mushroom Pokemon. Thing is, obviously, a lot of them are grass types, and a lot of them are grass poison half the time, or you do get occasional grass fighting. I am fighting fools now. They ran it over. And again, Little was not one that I wanted to get over, but might be useful. Might be useful against that shift, maybe. Maybe we're focusing too hard on the ground and still factor. And we should be maybe considering a poison, a psychic type. The thing is that Little is not the best. It's not even a very full Pokemon yet. And in terms of its evolution, I've never used a Phosphor, but it's not exactly the most bulky speed, and it falls at level 5, a little over level, but probably not too bad actually then. So the maybes may be occurring, like as a nice backup idea, so that our team can be more optimize as a whole. Ooh, Snowscape. That's useful for the ice type, for any ice types that we don't have. Oh, it's a level 1. It's a level 1 Cricketot. Really? Alright, Masquerade, you get to show a flower trick. Oh, it's a bug type. Yeah, but it's a Cricketot. It's a level 12 Cricketot. I'm not going to get much out of this one outside of just personal joy out of murdering Cricketots. Or at least that's how I'm justifying myself. I realised to plug my headphones in into the TV, and I've yet to put them on. I think maybe because I just know what sounds are being made on the TV at this point. Haha! Sandal intimidates, and a Growlithe intimidates. Oh, it's so intimidating of our silly little guys against the silliest of the littlest of the guys. But anyway, Flower Trick. A spotlight is shown on Mouse Guardo as suddenly things around it die. Yeah, how lovely. Oh, gee, great. I'm sure the 1-star raid. Yeah, no, I'm so good. So, I like the progression I've chosen to do with the thumbnails in the past couple of parts. For guys that are looking for a job, now there are other people looking for a job in the same place, because for Garo got work, and probably spoke up a good game on social media or something, who knows. And of course then oh look, a sprite of Masquerada. That is so cool, it's so great. And pretend that it is like some actual good art piece. Masquerada doesn't deserve my shitification. Ooh, that's taking down as well. See, on the map, we're literally right by part of the mountain. That's so funny. Well, actually, not all that fun, actually. Let's go Medeli East, because there's a bunch of water ones. So if they're like good water ones for Masquerade to just flower trick, then we'll do them and get resources out of it. So just heal the team real quick. I think the thing with the XP candy stuff, it's nice that it's an option, but at the same time, I question its efficiency. Because if you don't have a Pokemon that is ideal for said Terra fights, then you're literally not. Then it's literally not as ideal as just going to an area with high enough level Pokemon that you actually get an amount of experience out of and murder them. You know? Once more up there. I don't know how to get there. That one I do know how to get to. We're heading around that way. There was also a cave. I love how on the map that just shows, yeah, no, devs do exist. It's just like, oh, it's a Pikachu! Oh, darn it. Nah, actually, no, Pikachu would not be worthwhile in this matters. Let's go, Masquerada. Let's flower trick a Pikachu that's got water typing. If it's a surfing Pikachu, then we're all fucked. Actually, you know what? A surfing Pikachu with Terra Water probably isn't a bad idea. Or maybe some other Terra type that helps nullify anything you've tried to do to a Pikachu and whatnot. Maybe that's why there was like Terra Flying a while back. That was just like, it's like, yeah, no, this is a Pikachu that can't be hit by ground type moves because you can have it into flying. Have fun. But then it gains a weakness to itself, you know? Which is a little silly, but I don't know. Flower trick. Oh no, the Weasel's down all wet. Oh yeah, because Weasel's super weak to electric. Why have I got like a bunch of real shit Pokemon for this one? What the fuck? Ah, electric terrain. You know what? That makes sense. This Nuzzle, electric terrain. Obviously a Nuzzle. The only reason why Nuzzle was because of the good old galaxy paralysis. Thunderbolt, fair enough, not very effective. Grass type. Static. I have to get highlighted, even though we were already paralysis, and you couldn't move that time. There we go. One Pikachu safely beaten up. Fire Trick is amazing. It's so good. Always crits, never misses. Obviously, unless your opponent's using a move where... okay, there is a situation where it can miss, and that's like on the event of a Pokemon using a move like Dig, where they're gone for a turn, and they go fast. So it's like, Dugtrio uses Dig, Musquada uses Fire Trick. Musquada's move missed. Because it can't hit a thing that's not there. So yeah, then we got some more candies out of that. So, lovely stuff. Oh yeah, this counts as the passage. Well, technically on the passage area. But this is just more of area... this is the passage, right? We can find Citadel! And more of what was in area 3. So the mountain path is there, so Pico's there now. We can head into the cave system where Morsa landed at level 40. We have 4 badges, so level 40 Pokemon aren't too big of an issue outside of obviously needing to make sure I don't be an idiot. It really depends on the Pokemon, of course, but heading through this tunnel and funny Meditite Sweat does net us this neat little Pokemon Center. That allows us to just heal and have a fast travel point that's got a route to the mountain, so we can then assess where we are in terms of south and north if we really want to go up the mountain. Now, going up the mountain for, say, like an ice stone is always a thing to do. This is for, say, you go to the base. You could do this, like, immediately from the start of the game, so, you know. Also, look at them! Look at the little snow ones! No, and there's a Sableye in the distance. Oh, pull on awful. One spot is right. One spot is there. Dugtrio, Dude's Claws, haha, suck it. But yes, there's a way to the mountain there, and there's a way back over to Sapapico if we really wanted to go back there. Lovely stuff. Realistically speaking, it is neat. I do like the fact that we've got access to a lot of stuff. It's more just figuring out whether or not we want to do it or not. I wish I had crit balls. You know what? Yeah, let's go Snore one. It grants us nice type, not necessarily something that we'll be wanting to utilize as a whole. Gender? Ooh, female. I like you. That is the passage. You gave me something good. Snore one is our encounter here. Female means we can evolve into Frostlass with a Dust Stone. Yeah, potential Ghost Stone. Indeed. Now it's just not to kill it. So for that matter, I think I'll bite. Okay, bite does only that much. Cool. Oh, it has Ice Body, and we're in the snow. Okay, we're in the snow, so that just means more health. Hooray! Where? Ow! It critted. The fuck? The fuck's no one? Oh, and it has attack. Of course it does. Also, welcome back, Free Dark Monkey. For specific anti quit. Oh no. Ooh, okay, well. Let's flinch, hopefully. Oh, I see on the phone. Okay, right. Which means I'm gonna need to waste a turn using a potion or switching to something that's not gonna be taking much damage from ice. I would like to throw a ball, but healing is important, because if it's got a guaranteed way of critting, then that's never a good thing. Also, I'll use tons using Protect, which saves me house here, I guess. You know what? Let's throw a ball. Let's just throw a ball, see if we get lucky. Probably not going to be used for a few fights. There we go. It's a snow one. That, you know what? That makes sense. It's a female Snorunt! Whoopee! I need to quickly use Bulbapedia real quick to figure out where you find a Dusk Stone. Now, to be fair, actually, before we do that, we have got two options for Snorunt. Snorunt either can... Oh no, it's not Dusk, it's Dawn. My bad. Level 42 for Gallade. I don't know at that point net, but one can be swept by a Master Rider plus Pokemon with Helping Hand, preferably with Recovery. Yeah, because Bennett, Mimikyu has Disguise, so we'll have to take 2 hits. But Bennett, Mimikyu, Houndstone. I keep saying Tombstone. I'm thinking of Undertaker, WWE. I'll just keep happening, and the Toxtricity that terrors into Ghost. Yeah, they're all weak to Dark. Masquerade needs to have the moves Night Slash, Sucker Punch, but it's in fill over the item load dice. Well, anyways, while we're considering that, I gotta name the thing. Niku's neutral. Oh yeah, because fairy. Fairy types. Forever, Bane. But Dragon's E did bonking, so. Ooh, Snorunt. What do we call Snorunt? What do I think of a Snorunt? Let's. Let's call it. Wait, do you get counting self points area 5? I can double check. Self points area 6, West Province area 3, East Province, East Province. South Province area 5 was Sandygast. So we can figure some. Second punch isn't necessarily needed, but because I don't. You know what? Let's just go with something simple. Let's call it Jenny. Why not? You know, it's Jenny the Snorunt. We'll put it in a box for them. Well, no, we'll look at the summary first, then put it in a box. No, it's special attack down. No, damn it, bloody Jolly. I hate Jolly. Jolly sucks as an ability. No, as a nature. Right, into the box it goes for now. So yeah, that's a passage. We can. Oh, and we've got a ward there. Yeah, fast as a equal attack and does attack. True enough, but primarily the move I end up playing on Frost Lasses is. Okay, so we need a Dawn Snow, but that's fine. We don't have to think too hard about it. You know what? We're doing one thing, that is heading up here for a brief moment to just double check the levels of the Pokemon in the meantime, since we can get there through here. There are trainers, but I don't know their levels at time by heart, so I'm not going to stick just yet. Glaceado Mountain. See, this is my point with Glaceado Mountain. We're in Glaceado Mountain. But tell me, are we in the south or the north? Obviously, we're in the south part. What major fight you need to do next? Atticus. The team is being prepped via level. I just happen to have detoured into going onto a mountain because I like the idea of going onto a mountain. But we can find Chubchus at level 39. So some of these Pokemon around here, they'll be fine. Low kicks. So Salt Stags, and more small ones. Actually, a little lower level. It's a Toddle. That's an Ice Stone evolution. So, you know. I say I should probably be more careful. Bronzong's at 39. So, you know. Oh, and of course there's graveyards about. Very easy to accidentally encounter them. A sunny day. And of course, randomly, you can find Glaceons. Obviously for us, that's a dupes clause because we have Eevee. But, you know, it's nice that it's there. I like that you can just find evolutions around and about. So, you know. Also, if we really wanted to, we could fight a Sneasel, although do we really want to have a Pokemon that's 4 times weak to fighting? No, not really. Not. Oh, Squirtle! Level 49. You know what? I'll just take the Heavy Slam TM, the Full Restore, and get out of there. Because we are not capable of fighting a Spiritomb. Clang Fighter, because Bronzong is an incredible encounter, especially if hit could be neutral to the type of burst. Flame damage, true. It is a shame that Bronzong is one of those where it's like, you could get a good ability on it. Randomly, Pyro and Litleos. Just on the snowy mountain in the snow. Just, I question every single bit of sanity possible. Whee! I should have thought about this. Whoop. Oh, it's one of the stakes. Ah, so that's where one of them are. So, as a Levitate is still great since it denies the Muck from using Mud Slap against you. True as well. And here's the thing. I'll have to climb back up, but Bronzong is actually not a bad idea. Mainly just because. Mainly on the fact that Steel Psychic counters poison outside of Salazzle shenanigans because fire and whatnot. There's 2 ways up the mountain. So I jumped down, but yeah, the stakes. I forgot about them because I don't think there's an area where I don't think they're in areas I can get encounters at this point. Oh, damn it, Bagon. Because at the end of the day, it's like, A, I need all of the bloody Titan fights done so I can actually get to all the stakes. And B, even then, the Pokemon themselves will be high level for where I'm at in the game. Because the thing is, technically speaking, I could just grind Masquerada up to level 100 at any time. Bronzong, see, this is the thing. Bronzong is also very good defensively. That's still the steel typing helps it really well. So if we can just encounter one without actually encountering something else. There's a Bronzong. What do we have up front? We have Pokemon. Besides, it's still typing means it won't be super weak to bite, so we can do that at the very least and assess how much we do. Oh no, it is still super effective. It is still super effective. I'm just done. I thought still. Oh yeah, no. I'm forgetting. Which I don't psychic moves. Thankfully, it's using Heavy Slam. But yeah, that's true. It is. What do we have here that would be best to switch into? Probably Gastrodon, just because it has leftovers. So. Thankfully, it used Heavy Slam. I don't know why I chose to use Heavy Slam, but hey, it did, which is great. Ah, safeguard. Excellent. That's a mystical fail and stop status conditions. Hooray! Wait, let's throw a Great Ball. This is the thing. Having 4 badges is good. It means that there are a few counters here that are quite useful. Ooh, so close. And Hypnosis. We can use it for sleep strats outside of Yawn on the annoyances that is, of course, Quagsire, and of course the eventual which we want to use Spawners that comes from wanting mushrooms. Bronzong has been captured in the south of the mountain. I will now double check that it was indeed the south part and not the north part, because apparently they are separate areas, even though the game doesn't distinguish them in any way that I'm aware of. I just go off of what I can see on maps and whatnot. because yeah, if I look on here, the north part encompasses most of the mountain. The south part is more in line with the passage. But yeah, well, we're not gonna really care too much about that, I guess. Another account is another account for me, to be honest. Bronzong. Well, you know what rings a bell often, and I've heard one because of close enough proximity to one. Church the Bronzong. I feel like this is the biggest stretch for a name I've chosen so far in any of my Nuzlocks. Add to the party. You know what? It's going to be a lot higher level. We can save ourselves time and hassle. Actually, you know what? Part of me was thinking maybe Cragsire gets removed. I realise that now, but because I'm trying to think. With Hypnosis and all that, I think Calculator and Nuzlocke counts different areas. Got two favourite ones. Might have used in the future. Chansey and Bonton. Yeah, Chansey's not bad in terms of defensiveness, and fucking Sneasels. It's quitting our fuel site. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Sneasel, while I was catching Bronzong, secretly stole my loaded dice. Thankfully, I only get twice, which means it did. Now, 4 times weak to fighting. That's the only reason why these arm thrusts are doing as much damage as they did. So, that's fun. But anyway, wait. So, Sneasel was chosen to attack me. Hopefully we're not in Sneasel hell. We might be in Sneasel hell. We might end up being in Sneasel hell. I need to get off the mountain for the time being. Oh yeah, you can find what's last. Wait, so let's East Province Area 3. Let's go to that one, because that would be the one we wanted to go to. I think I prefer the idea of swapping out. See, here's the thing. Pormon's only useful against steel. Otherwise, it's weak to ground. So ultimately, we'll put Pormon away for the moment. Put Orthron back on the thing. This will be our team for Atticus. We need to heal. We need to level up. Because don't take this going to have at least one time. Well, then I'll just magically have ways of... or, you know... Cragsire, we could open with Cragsire, use Yawn, then do whatever for a turn, but then we could be hit with Toxic. And that's the only issue. Bronzong has got Hypnosis. Thinking it through. So, yeah. It's a shame my best Pokemon are being boxed right now just because they're not going to be good against poison. Wait, Gastrodon up front for the moment, just because that'll probably be the best answer. Wait, what have we got in XP candy-wise? Fights. Yeah, Craggers, yeah, that's the thing, I realised that. Oh, god, extra small ones are bad. There we go, that. And take that. Recoil, no. I don't like recoil damage. Recoil hurts the soul. We ideally want everything to be in the 30s. I have 4 rare candies available. We have all these. So, as well, we can give this to a Pokemon and have it have more health. Hooray! Like Gastrodon. We're making Gastrodon more healthy. Don't know if he knows against contact, sleeping, go away, HP, piercing, make a hit by nasty quiz lunch. That is true. That is true. That could occur. I'm thinking aloud different things that I could theoretically do to poison types. In a way that means that I don't die horribly. That's my thought process. Hello, Random Orthron. What the fuck are you doing? Please don't have Earth here. My accuracy, no! Okay, that has Earth here. Still, god damn it. Careful, Bulldogs, CM7 super low against poison types. Could Fletch Tinder take on a... Oh god, that ledge was looking to explode. Or Fault Orb even. Hello, TM Machine. What can you make for me? Make for me a mud? Move mine. Possibly. We'll double check. Where's ground? Ground. Bulldoze requires sandy gas, sand, and mudway mud. And Bronzong and Quagsire could do with them. Which means best I can do right now is mudways are that direction, sandy gas tend to be on beaches. Which means go to the Fincia quickly and farm a bunch of them. Mudways and bus ponds, everyone. Just got to head to places. Sandy gas tend to be on beach, so. Right. Sandy gas, bury the sandy gas. There's some ones where so. Gotta do it correctly. Pardon me. I'm using today the Scarlet and Violet cup I got from a local retro game store. Let's drink a cup of orange juice right now because it's been way too hot for tea, which a little annoys me because I would prefer baby drinking a little bit more at times. But yeah, well, you know, it's like, because it's free sandy gas things. Ideally, I'm going to teach it to most likely two people, really more sandy gas. Who knows, maybe I'll end up finding a shiny one. That'd be fun. For me, those are incredibly lucky. Sandy gas. Oh, sandy gas. I need a sand. Well, what's in this anyway while we're here? Flying thingamajig. Okay, you know what? We'll get some XP candies out of this real quick. Detour. I'm doing a good old fashioned detour as per usual. Good old me. I think that's definitely one issue with open world games I have. Where it's like, okay, there's a clear objective I've got to do. What's that over there? That tends to be what occurs, which, you know, for me, it's definitely one. Because I really much should probably focus on maybe what can you do? Alright. Should be just one shot or it still lets you use thief though. No! My magnet! It didn't still. Hooray! And again, I can't catch because we're caught in the beach. But that does let us a few small XP candies. It's not as worth it as I would like it to be. 3-star ones that are super flail would probably be the best ones at the moment. Oh well. Anything that gives me more XP though. Hooray! Our team will get reshuffled once we're done with Iacus though, because obviously I will be... CFLive, I'm just not finding sandy gas. That was like the one. God damn it. Maybe I'll go and hunt down some mudways because as long as I get it on elite, like bulldoze on raw, it can assess the whole shebang of poison maneuvers and there'd be a sandy gas. Is Palvarity an encounter? No, it would not be. Because we ended up accidentally, while we were there, I went over there briefly and a Watchel flew on me off camera. And so I've got, hence the Watchel in the box. It's a jolly one, so it's actually probably not too bad having a speed up and whatnot. Just, I've been using a myriad of different Pokemon that it just meant that it's just been one that hasn't been on the team. Mainly because Pawmont. Like, legitimately, like, I feel like maybe using it for... See, this is the thing, it's like, thinking ahead of time probably wouldn't be a bad shout to use Watchel for, like, the fighting Team Star base, unless they all have, like, Watchel mode or something. But, you know, because otherwise, C-wise, all the other Cs are technically available, it's just some of them are definitely not ideal till we're near through everything, but at the end of the day, the only thing that's stopping me from being able to catch all the Pokemon in all the different areas are the gym battles. Team Star doesn't grant me that same luxury anyway. All that gives me more TMs, which can be useful. And of course, the Titan Fight's always useful because getting mana on that's me the movement upgrades, which, you know, it's only 2 of them left. Because we got Iron Treads in the other one. So, okay, that's the sand. Let's head to the Mudbraze. Mudbraze, we see. As on below, pardon me. So I'm playing Mudbraze on my way from Cortondo up through to where we fought the Bombardier. I have to say it like that. Bombardier. It just wouldn't be fun otherwise. Right, okay. This slowly melts me more than the heat sometimes, I swear. Like, I don't mind grinding in Pokemon as long as I'm having fun with it. Once I stop having as much fun, it starts bearing on me a bit. And I don't know, I think the heat is definitely playing a role in the proceedings with Skiddos, Wotworth, and not Mudbraze. Where's the Mudbraze? They're not tiny specific, are they? I don't know. We definitely should know him. Do we have Mudbraze on the Pokédex? Oh, we have a reward. Why, we've got a Thunderstone. Thanks, game. I prefer the Ultra Balls. Oh yeah, we're going to look for... Where would it be? Mudbraze would probably be around here. I guess we don't have a Mudbraze entry. Oh, they're higher up than I thought they'd be. Ah, there. Yeah, we're in the right area. Mountainous areas and wetlands. Guess we're just not seeing them. We'll keep moving on around for a little bit. Potion. Enjoy. It has a utility aspect, being able to go, no, I won't die. Sadly, that's all it does. So you're still taking the damage, which is rather silly. Navigate over there, I'll be finding a Mudbraze. We just need a couple of them. Whoa! Oh, Weasel. I would have found them. Oh, then again, they're still only or it truly is a case of time of day. Just screwing me over. Actually, while I'm here, might as well just double check how much wood you'll be needing. We need a lot. Okay, I have 0, so we need as many as possible. There's a mud bray. Oh, it took us a bit, but ah well. Then there are just 2. That's good. That's real good. Hello, another mudway. Actually, while we're doing this, I should probably be doing the. Turns out Azumil was at CFLive. Oh, that's a fun fact. You can find in Scarlet and Violet. There we can find. Oh, found this out because I tried the egg move to get Aquachat. Ah, now that explains it. So, in order to get a Dawn Stone for Frostlass, we can find them. Supposedly, they are findable in East Province Area 3, West Province Area 3, and of course, the rewards for 270 Pokemon in the Pokédex. Also, occasionally they can be around in the auction and a sparkling overlord item on the mountain. I guess. Come on, guys, it's one more. And then, of course, in Tilde Mask, they did put some on only mountain potentially, so we could go there as well, take a look. Some parts of it we haven't done encounters in, some we have, so that'll be dependent on my own mode of feelings and whatnot. And it is also a sparkling overrod item in the Canyon biome in the Bluebird Academy, as well as available through the item printer as is with the other stones. Oh, Snow, that's a not bad move. Snow works better than. But if it's the only dark move you have, it's worse than other ways. Mudbay Mud times 1, so I should probably now check my bag. Do we have enough? Mud boy, mud way, mud. Ah, I need to go on. Why is we found we could see plenty on our trips around the area. It is always Swords Law at the end of the day when, for whatever reason, you just don't find the one Pokemon you're looking for continuously. And so of course, you give up, or you choose, alright fine, I'll go look for something else. And then the moment you're doing that, it's suddenly just everywhere. It's rather bewildering, to say the least. What are the chances that we're not finding a I just need at least one, because they can drop 2 at a time, potentially. Ooh. TM. Just TMU, Electro Ball! My boy! No, I just wait. Right, we'll heal our Pokemon Center, give Bulldoze to Bronzong, Quagsire just to have. Actually, do I need to give Quagsire that? Because I just realised that. Yeah, no, it would actually be better than Mudshot. just thinking it through, like, hang on. On that one. I need to make sure I don't do stupid stuff sometimes. I want a TM mate. Bulldoze. And I'm like, I only got enough for one. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, let's teach this one to Quagsire first. Then we'll have it over Mudshot, and then we'll make another one. We'll go kill another Mudbray, and then we can teach it to Bronzong. Oh look, another Mudbray. How lucky is Okay, right, let's do this. You know what, we should go and at least check what the auctions have, even if it's not an item that we're outright needing, but in the off chance we do, might be worth fine. It's probably TM machine. Want to make another copy of Bulldoze from the Bronzong, because at least it gives it something to do. Yes, I would like Bronzong to have it. I have 4. Ooh, yeah, that's actually something you already want. Ooh, Heavy Slam is. Ooh, pardon me. Do that for a moment. Did I actually? I did not check the nature of my Bronzong. Why did I not do that? Well, I got. Let's say I think we are doing quite a good job. Wait. Want to go here. Check summary. It's quiet by nature. Do any of these Pokemon have random ribbons or marks? Nope. Right, so if I want to evolve Frostlass at any point, best thing to do maybe would be just firstly check the auction, then go from there. But because it's findable in areas, it's just supposedly just. I want to check to see if there's anything worthwhile. Not outright immediately going into battle. Besides, we have to make sure that we have our first 3 be sensible for the stuff there. Dust balls, we want them, we got them. Moo Moo Milks. Fast ball. Fast ball, not quick ball. You're just a welcome, because we will sell you some cans and stuff. You sell the daddy place stuff. So, I mean, dust balls are useful in like the event of it's night or in a cave. So 5, maybe next time. Okay, well that wasn't as worthwhile as I thought it'd be. East Province Area 3 and West Province Area 3 can have them. Because West Province has one or 2 of them. But East Province Area 3 as well? Oh yeah, because pretty much all the stones can be found around East Province Area 3 if you get lucky. So I guess we'll roam around East Province Area 3 for a moment, because the only other option, realistically speaking, would be... Actually, you know what? Let's go on to the thing. Refresh probably, because I swear the version of it on the site doesn't work as well as it should do. Right, I'm just gonna do them here instead. see if it's just because it's on the phone or something. Oh yeah, I've gone East Province. I've just put them in. East Province. Oh, we don't get quick balls until 6 badges? God damn it. So although it says it, it's like, actually no. Like, I don't see where you'd get one. I don't believe the article about Dawnstone now. Unless a Pokemon just happens to have it. So. Let's see West Province Area 3, see if there's like... Yeah, again, I'm not seeing the chance of it occurring. Which means it's static account, which means Casado Mountain is going to be very hard to go. You can find ice stones in the south area and cave biome. You can find dust. No, Dawn. It's the mountain biome we need and the rocky area biome. Right, okay, well I'm just gonna keep screwing up because, yeah. I'm gonna keep thinking Dusk. I just feel like Dusk makes sense as a thing it would be, but... Right, okay, let's run around the mountains, see if we can find ourselves a Dawnstone. Because then... we can then be like, aha! Oh. There's no one into Snore once. An Agent Paladin. Oh. No, what? Oh, I should not spell it. Downsizing's gonna hurt this now. Oh, speed, no. The speed, I think the warmth is actually starting to get to my brain. It's gone really warm in here without it. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. Why is it so... We are in a heat wave. We have to be in a heat wave. There's no way that we are not. Hey, Alexis. I just have this feeling that we are not in normal weather conditions. You know? There's just no way. There's no... Right, so we need to go into the biomes that would account for the potential of the glowing item being an ice. So this could just be any, so it could just be any item really. It could end up being, as long as it's on the ground and whatnot. Obviously not the Pokeball ones, but still pick them up. Because items, maybe that is going to be finding said stuff. And keep your eyes peeled so we don't just run into every graveyard from here to ultimately go there. Whoa! Hello, Citadel. I have stolen its doll. I am a nasty fella. What's a haunter? Oh. Now, in South Part, I don't know when it stops being south and starts being north. That's the only thing worth thinking of. So you've got to be careful. My team is not designed for either of the gems. everything goes wrong. See, that's the... could have caught a Frostlass in general. Oh, no, of course there's an outbreak of Sneasels, because of course there bloody is. It just wouldn't be so. We need enough to where we get signs to blessing the gym. What's in here? Drowned Dunsparce. I get it. I understand it. I think there's parts of this mountain you're not meant to be climbing on yet. Because we haven't done the climb. At the same time, it's testing me, this is. I mean, on the bright side, at least we didn't end up going into a Snova immediately, you know? That would have sucked. As an encounter, to be honest. Super potion. The slight issue with it being sparkly overworld item is that it's a percentage chance, and even then I have to rely on RNG of them even spawning. See, they were passing. Ooh, I can. The sparkly power of the Frigobacks. Have a look. Oh, that's the Delibird. I must know where it's supposed to come from. Graveyards are adorable, but at the same time. Oh, this leads into North Island area, Province Area 1. I'm getting hit by chocolates. I have no choice in that. Horribly dying. Oh, fuck! Yeah, natural frost mosses and natural weaver. It's nice that you can just find evolutions, and you're not just lumped with pre-evolved forms all the time being in the wild. Like, wonderful, you know. That takes the hassle of having to find a vault, you know? And that will not be as good for a long while. It's like it does require getting to a later point in the game where they would spawn, you know? Which might make it actually worse in a way, like, oh, might not bother because I could just catch Pokemon in this form later. It's like, technically you can. I think that's a distinction that probably meant to get made. I sure do love only getting Great Balls. Sure do love only getting Great Balls. It's so fun. It's like it's trying to piss me off. Pardon me. I guess we'll just have to go around the mountain until we find what we're looking for. Oh, she's coming round the mountain when she comes. She's coming round the mountain when she comes to kill your enemy. And that's how you reference the Futurama version. Just have to point out the bits where Bender breaks the song. Like Bonnie goes, hey, I'm pretty good. Right, well at least we have a fast travel point for if we ever dare do the ice gym, which is no at the moment. Just no. Sneasels. Delibird! They're dropping their presents. And then I'm picking them up. Because I'm stealing them all. Because I'm evil. That's why this playthrough, it's evil quest. No, there's never been a good quest. It's always been evil quest. And anyone that disagrees with me is getting an axe in an area that they wouldn't appreciate one being. That's right, your pinky toes are forfeit. No matter where I go, there are always side ups. Ooh! Overheat. That's a good move. Oh. I'm in the water. Trying to not die from drowning in the puddle. I wonder if we can tell when we're in the north. Because I can't. We cannot tell the difference. All I know is that we've neared ourselves towards the ghost place. Ooh, XP Candy M. That's not too bad. Yep, welcome to Montaverna. I shall utilize the Pokemon Center so that we can fast travel here at a later point. Looking on the map, I'm going to argue that Glassado Gym counts as the south and then Montaverna is the north, so we are in the north. I don't know, do I need to utilize Pokemon as a whole or... Yeah, it's fair. I wonder if Montaverna we have more XP candy, okay. Hyper potions, oh that's useful. Any good items here? CFLive! Huzzah! That's a good move! I love when... Oh, I can cover that cloak. Has a use. Obviously, if we actually zoom into the map more, all we can see that there is a daily Citadel and chances apply for the purposes of any items that may be in the stores. In the chances apply, what can we buy? We can buy these things. Not really what we're looking for, to be fair. No, I didn't want to go back in the store. Bloody camera angles. Yeah, I can't my eye on in that gap. Hello, Obama Snow. Obama Snow. No, Obama Snow's in the mountain. It makes sense. Yeah, heading in this direction. Level 37, level 39-ish still. Okay, so yeah, we're not... pardon me, so unless we're in an area where it specifically gets higher leveled real fast, I don't think we have to worry too much. The quest for an ice stone is the name of this episode now. Oh, I saw the... I can see the graveyards. They are using the power of snow to not have to... Oh, they are everywhere they are. Slopes. Hello, level 43 Badzik. Please allow me. That's a max potion, that is. If I go far enough through... Oh, a snowball. Lovely. Those are so useful. I say, as sarcastically as I'm allowed to. Snow is not helping that. Icy walk. Icy walk. No, I see a walk. That doesn't mean that it's an icy walk. Nah, that is another case of his total white line item. And it was an extra candy mark, so I was smart enough to go with them. And that's a still Teddiaso. I might be in a different I'm going to argue based off of this that I failed to get an ice stone today, but we can always come back and think, yeah, these are starting to go over level 40 in some cases, not so in the case of Satoru. Oh, I'm stepping down. Of course, if we head far enough down in that direction, there's the Fairy Team Starbase. We obviously are not equipped to deal with it, just at the time being. So yeah, we probably should head back to Tag Tree Figure at this point. Right, okay, this is enough faffing around. We should probably actually deal with Poison Team Starbase now, shouldn't we? And by that I mean just want to double check that we're not being an idiot with our moves. Oh, lovable. Terrible. Payback. Okay, yeah, we don't need to worry too much about that then. Honestly, I think what we should have up front then is obviously Bronzong as an option. Maybe not as the main option, because of the start bit, so we can swap to Bronzong. I think the first thing might not be a bad idea. I'm thinking, yeah, let's have Bronzong third. Actually, it's Psychic type is going to be an issue. I say maybe we'll have all from there, and then imagine who's power action wheel, but with an actual speed stat and better offensive typing. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no. Well, that would be. How would Pokemon get who's power? Or at least a good thing like that, or. So I mean, Metacham, but yeah, it has a whole gimmickiness of swapping the defenses and attacks around. But no, it might be Metacham. I mean, to be fair, Water Fairy's not a bad offensive typing. Gotta be honest there. Because Water is excellent in many ways, and Fairy is good if, in case of Dragon. Actually, you know what, we should probably use XP candies a bit. The medium ones, so go to all from, just in general, just level 5-1, that's useful, and it gets Dig! Dig is better than, oh, I love Mud Slap. Don't need both Mud Slap and Bulldoze. Not really Dig and Bulldoze as well, but we have to choose one or the other. What level does... Here, now we're going to double check on the validity of Tinkertuff into Tinkerton. It is level 58. Okay, well, maybe not that one. Fletch Tinder. How much does that one give? 10,000 at a time. And we hopped it over that, meaning we've just gone and earned ourselves a Talonflame before we do the fight. Yeah, I'm smart, I am. 10,000 XP, so that's always nice. Oh, if only we could get access to hidden abilities. Then we having our mouse guard to have Protean. That would just be the entertainiest first thing we do. So I guess like the 10,000 on that only goes to that. Lead Bronze on quest like Gastrodon. I am thinking. Oh wait, yeah, Flash Cannon special. Why do they do that? Oh. I'm just, yeah, because at the end of the day, the only thing Talonflame can do realistically is it's only useful against steel types, so right, do that, and then that will not evolve because it needs another 2 levels. Bronzong, the issue with Bronzong lead is in the event of a dark one, but yeah, ultimately, Steel's better on the defensive side than the offensive side. Throw a save down, not like it's gonna do much. I don't know. We'll go with this and see how well it goes. Any deaths occur, any deaths occur. Get tired of us. Ah, fool! They're foolish fools, foolishly being the fools. I still don't get how I magically had a quote from fucking Ace Attorney Investigations in my head. I've never played it, and it's only recently been translated. Oh yay! It starts with Ghastlies and the Haunter. Ronzon, go! Fight them! No, it's doing that. Gashadon, fight the moths! And then, fight sire, fight more moths. Well, that was more. Oh. Fight the Rhino, Gashadon, fight the oh, that glass. Oh, I just those ones. You fight those ones. And you fight these ones. That's the slight issue with 2 water grounds at the end of the day with mushrooms. They have that grass type. This is why we use them, obviously. Murder the Gothfire! Hold the strudel. I like to use it. There's the murder. And 1 more makes 30. Huzzah! Well then. Which means now we are heading into Atticus as the fight as a whole. Right, which means we'll need to... So because of the Sucker Punch aspect, we can't just throw attacks from the you know what, I've made a mistake and I have to go for Hypnosis. We are the scoundrel, the finless wench. The other words that Atticus likes to use are a lot more wordier than your average word. Once he starts saying thoroughly, I expect him to be able to do impressions of Yulion J. As I thoroughly do. I just love the word thoroughly. It's just such a thing. But hello, Skunk Tank. I went up a mountain and grabbed this bell. Naught but punishment awaits thee. A plague on your house. Oh, we paid the wet eggs and everything. Oh, damn it. Well then, let me just... I have to Hypnosis. And it will go for the Sucker Punch. Foolish fool. But now that it's been Hypnosis on this turn specifically, yeah, hang on, it goes fast, so we're guaranteed at least a ton of bulldogs. Haha! Suck it, Skunk Tank. You know what I haven't checked as a before? I just realised. I need to check. It's Bronzong... levitate. Won't help me against the, Oh, it woke up. God damn it. It got lucky. It got lucky on the... bleeding Sucker Punch. Well, no, it got not unlucky on the Sucker Punch. It got lucky on the sleep counter. Turn 2 waking up. Ooh, which room is it going for? Because he has 2. So, which one is he sending? Ah, the normal one. Okay. So we're actually in a good position. Oh, it has a short one, so I just realised that. Best to guarantee, because it has sludge. The short ones would probably kill. Yep, you went for a short one. I was smarter than it. In that sense. Right, so we gotta be careful on some of the other stuff. potentially at some point, but we can bulldoze for the moment. It bulldozed me! I was thought I was using the bulldoze. God damn it. And then, damn it, Reverie. Well, since it's on so low health, I might as well go for the Omni Boost. Omni Boost? I'm never gonna get that Omni Boost. Damn it. And then, since it's sending in Muck, I'll just send in, I'll just swap back over to thingy and, He's immune to its moves. Haha. Means I'll use this time to heal. So, this in mind. Shame that realistically my best bet against flame charge is to have something that's not existent. Not yeah, so sadly all my steel type ones are now going to be not so good for the last bit, fuck it, snap poison minute, snap psychic. Oh wait, I am actually utilising it to be just defense. Bulldoze continuously. Right. Now it is just going to be the Starmobile. So. The Navi Starmobile. Its moveset rules. It's simply all my stuff. Hooray! Let's see how well Bulldoze does. Yeah, it only does 18 damage with flame charge. Ooh. Needed that much damage with Bulldoze. Which means we keep the speed to minimum, but now toxic bleed, which is not the best idea in the world. I can't just easily swap. Oh, you know what, Hypnosis probably might be a good idea then, because it is just going to get more speed boosts no matter what. So. Fishing for Hypnosis play that is just not happening. I am better off healing this turn and then trying again. God damn it, Does somebody else be such a save? Or is it just Hypnosis being bad? I'm guaranteed to look at that any time. So I was kind of hoping that it would be like a hit with Hypnosis. You know what? I'm just missing all the Hypnosises. I might as well just Extra Sensory at this point. And heal off the flame charges. Because while I wish I might have had the other ability, in a way that's actually not too bad. I should have done that from the start. Hypnosis is bad. And the only reason why it's as bad as it is because, well, there are Pokemon that have been able to exploit Hypnosis competitively, and I think they've actually realised, oh shit, we don't want to have that evil in the world. So it's enough. Dark Light. We're guaranteed to be hit. I have one points. At the end of the day, I may have been an idiot. This fight could have been done a lot quicker. I just used Extra Sensory instead. Now done. We've done the fight. Huzzah! Another victory for me. Now to... I'm screwed. And I don't need 2 water grounds. Now that actually is at a detriment, so I'm just gonna preemptively be like, oh, I'm gonna add Masquerada back. As for the other mon, I don't know yet. Actually, I'm just gonna clear this all up and then I can just sort it out. Because I'm gonna have Masquerada back on the team, 100%. And so the reason why the fashion police will be on their cases for all of time and space is because of Atticus. Hooray! So that at least means that now we've dealt with another Team Star base. Hurrah! Let's see, 6 past 9. It is too warm from here. But we do get gunshot, so any poison type that we might want to put it on. Ugh, pardon me, might be all worthwhile actually. Compadre. An ally, a comrade in arms. I do like that over time it does dawn on the player that it's like, hang on, no, Team Star was a necessary evil, at least initially. Because turns out, bullying's in school, they occur. It's like how Rockstar's Bully, it got told by the UK boards, no, you're not allowed to have this game. We have a school bullying problem. Note, the school bullying problem never stopped existing. But what that meant was we had to have the game be called Cadus Canem Edit. And then we still got Bully Scholarship Edition anyway, just as Bully Scholarship Edition. So... what's the point of all that? 3 out of 5, and we won't do the last 2 for a long while. This is mainly because while our team are in the low 30s into the mid 30s, into the low 30s soonish, the next Team Star base isn't until 50, and then the one after that's 55. Fucking hell, there is like nothing. Like the last 2 Team Star bases are going to be what we do before we do like all the last endgame fights at that point. Ooh, and see what last encounters we can get. Slash, also maybe we'll finally go and deal with the last of the Kitakami stuff. I think I still have a tab open actually for that. I do. Because I don't think we've actually been to the Paradise Balance fight against Kieran. So I actually think we'll dominate him actually at this point. Fucking hell. We can now make more TMs! Huzzoo! Huzzoo, that's not even a word at this point. And in comes Penny. Hey, Penny. And Miraidon. Miraidon, no! Well, I call animal control. Well, I assume worst case scenarios is again. We receive more Pokemon materials. Yay! We can also start considering rich evolution of right then, with that done, we now can get out of this bloody forest. Next on the list, obviously if we're going from top to bottom, in terms of the correct order that you're meant to do it, in terms of player progression, next thing on our list, Larry. And his normal types. Meaning, fighting types will be super useful. Hooray! Well done, Pokemon Center. Obviously though, a lot of our team, not so good against any Pokemon that may have a modicum of fighting to them at the moment. We are sorting out our team to be a little bit more universal in terms of versatile even. Just out of this is not the best way. This is not the best team layout. So we'll just move a bunch of them. Obviously Muscarada comes in. I'll put up front for the moment. As much as I've done the leveling for stuff, right, Bullthorn can be boxed. I'll keep Gastron for the moment. Obviously, since we're going to be going to the normal gym, I'm going to be putting in Pawnmon. I can even tear it into electric to deal with the Staraptor more efficiently in a way, because at least then it'll be not affected by the shenanigans of the flying type maneuvers it will have. Although it does tear it into normal, so Galdean Taurus actually has a use, I guess, but that's the thing, we gotta be careful with that. I think it's too stuffy in here in some ways. Otherwise, I don't need two steel types, it's just Dormant Steel Psychic or Steel Fairy. So, at the moment. So, I think for the moment we'll have Fingers on the team just so it gets levels, but it will not be used. Pawnmon does win against Larry. Now, if only we had a better move than Arm first. If only. I might even give it loaded dice just so that it's like there, the guy with counter will do a number on us. Because the only real alternatives to Pawnmon we've got is, of course, Galdean Tauros, which I'm a big fan of, and of course we've got Heracross. So maybe even that, we won't use Fingers just yet. We'll put Heracross on the team for now. It can help us. We just need to, heal up. I don't know if I healed up yet. Right. So it's because around the same time we'll be in the Monify, just because it'll be the 5th gym, and then we can, and then, thing is, in terms of objectives, we're actually slowly eating through them. Should learn breakthrough with the Munda. That's my answer to that one. Do I at least have access to some more fighting maneuvers now? Because I completely lost my game. Why can't I learn Train Punch? I don't have the resources for the big fight. Damn it! That's all I can do is low kick. Or low sweep even in that kind of stuff. I don't have. Hooray! Bulk of Bible because that requires more stuff. Well, you know what? I am going to just take a quick look around the area here, because the game's all like, oh, you can find like pretty much all the stones, and I'm like, are we sure about that? Yeah, level 5, we're one level off. We're one level away. So you know what? What's what we can do? We can go, because supposedly somewhere in only mountain we could possibly find. I am being correct on which one we're trying to find, right? Yeah, somewhere on only mountain potentially, as fighting the finite method approach. So if I head over to Kitakami for a moment, not only can we get a level for Heracross, we can take a look. Also, which areas of Kitakami have I done? Right, I need to just sort this out. So I've got Heracross, like, apparently Castron, Talonflame, Pormont, and Bonton. There we go. So I have put down onto this Kitakami Road, Rivers Road, Apple Hills, the Cinereg, Crystal Fields, Paradise Barrens, Only Small and Final Pass. The mountain's not been kind to me. But we should be able to potentially find Dawnstone here. Then we could evolve Thingy into Frostlass, which could be useful, but obviously there are ways to stop me from being able to just utilize the power of the Frostlass. So we'll run around a little bit, see if we can find it. Oh, hello Tandem Mouse, that's not what I was looking for. Yeah, they're still only level 14, that's just not worth it, it's just not worth fighting them. Thing is, the Pokemon in Kitakami will only go up in level when we like do things like the main story. So for the moment, unless it's an area we haven't been to yet, I think we've encountered all the stuff we want here. This is more finite method, which doesn't. It's not as useful sounding as it may seem. It's like it could mean a multitude of different things in terms of usefulness of the acquisition method. Because finite suggests that it's non-repeatable. Just somewhere. Oh, that's a moonstone. That an air slash. Ooh, air slash is good. Air slash. We'll take the air slash. Moonstone only useful if we have a Pokemon that needs a moonstone to evolve. Otherwise, not so useful. Paralyze Hill. That's Drain Punch again. I wish a Pokemon could actually fucking learn Drain Punch. I love collecting Ultra Balls. That's good because I kind of need more of them actually, because supposedly Ultra Balls are meant to be the best non-gimmicky ones. Bones. Treasure. Ooh, Super Fang. A very optimized maneuver actually. It's quite simple. Thunderfang. Thunderfang, also quite a nice move. Super Fang is specifically only for the purposes of halving Pokemon's health, but that can be useful. That can be very useful. If a Pokemon's got a lot of health, cutting it in half, that means you've already done part of the... That just means that if you've got something that can guarantee death when it's at half, it's great news. Accuracy. Crunch. Ooh, yes, Crunch. That is exactly what we want to have. A good Dark type maneuver. That will be something that will help us for the Ghost Gym. Dark maneuvers, ghost maneuvers, that's all fun will do well. A little bit of the still stuff. Oh, that's a nice Poliwell, that one is. That's really means a fighting type would be better suited for fighting that. Right, this is... We're still on the mountain, that's the thing. What counts as only mountain is red. So this way leads to drink down. Great ball. You know what? I should probably double check what it means by only mountain as an option. Because it's not. Because that's the thing. Because the thing is, I just don't. Either, it's weird. Bulbapedia's item listing will say like, oh, this thing works, as a way to get an item. And then, like, you look at the item listings on the area pages, and then it won't list said items. Ooh, flamethrower. That is a really good fire maneuver. Any especially offensive Pokemon that can learn flamethrower, that will be useful on. Just either as coverage or as a real good stab move. Just check around here. Obviously the dreaded den itself, the only thing you can get is Ogerpon. Once Ogerpon is the available thing, and it's a guaranteed catch once you do the thing, but obviously you need to get through all the trainer fights that there are in the storyline that you have to do. The Royal Free, those fuckers. Might be a bit harder in some ways, but they are poison types, so if you just know how to counteract that, then that can be a good thing. I feel like a check up here and check around. Because in Final Pass we've had failed it. Comet Charge! Ooh. Like things that give us more money sometimes, you know? There's the Crystal Pool area that I might go into for an encounter. Be more of what we're already seeing around here though, sadly, so it's not sure its factors there. I refuse even to near a Chingling. That would be not worthwhile in the slightest at any point ever. Quick balls! We got quick balls! Hello, Coffee. We got quick balls! Hooray! Woo! And next big handy ass. We have gone high up in the mountain of only mountain this time. That is looking like a teletype. Vacuum Wave. I found a bunch of like real good fire TMs. It's a shame our fire type died. It actually legitimately is. It's like, man, some of these moves are so good. Why can't I use them? In the optimal manner? No. It is very much pain. Now that's just, it's just all Centrets. Oh, Litwicks are up here. No. No, we could have potentially gone for a Litwick at an earlier point. No. Oh, I just feel like a piece of shit now. Alright, to be fair, Litwick is a Duskstone and a high level evolution before that, so maybe not as a whole, but back then, but oh. Huh. No thanks. Allies Hill, Antidote, Pokeball, random Chingling, but this is an area we've already had an encounter in, so I'm not too bothered by it, but we'll fire trick all the same, because the magnificence of the Mouse Cavada. And the death of a Chingling! Haha! Chingling! At least our Pokemon is now updated. Ooh, Scold! Chance of burning on a water maneuver. Ooh. Brutal. That Lampert's Tower typed. That's lovely. I do like the water. Like, hey, these things could just happen to be terrorized. But it's like, until like either you've played it and done the encounters, or you've looked up once people have put it up online as to what's going on there. So this is only mountain again. This counts as only mountain, just a bunch of ladders involved. Bronzors. Yeah. Ah, Killing Waterhead. This is an area we haven't been to. We can add this to the list. Killing Waterhead. Maybe we'll find something in here. Oh, like ice types. Like a Swinub. We can go for more ground. Hooray! Dust balls. That will help us with catching. Might as well take a look around. Oh, hey, an iron. Flip turn. Oh, yeah, that's a water U-turn. And you primarily use it on the thing there. Hello, Goober. And RuPaul, that's Dupe's claws because of the cracks I only have. Thank God for that. Thank you, Dupe's claws. You stay there, you silly little... Oh, what the... Hello, Arrokuda. Oh my God, is that the Dart Monkey? It is indeed a Dart Monkey that's being used. Oh, we killed. Bite killed it. This water bit is just nightmarish. Okay, this is not. Right. Okay, we're in the cave proper now again. That was a slight weird detour in a puddle of water. Where Barracuda? Yep, I'm gonna have to write down Arrokuda now because that was the encounter. We missed it. I wish we didn't go down into that water bit now. So, because now everything we find is going to count as a what could have been. Sadly. And all I'm doing is I was wanting to find Dawnstones. Is this the passage we... Oh no, this is a different passage. This leads out of a mountain and finds us walk slide. Ah, a way to fight anything that's weak to walk. And we'll probably actually do what we want it to, unlike a certain, so yeah, we could have gone for Sneeze, or although we could still go do that up in the mountain. We could have had Dunsparce, we could have had Swinub, we could have, not Snorlax, we already have a Snorlax, but still, Carbink. Okay, I'm not too hung up on that one. Ah, fell. Nugget, then we need to maybe go off on Mount. Ah, Thunderbolt! That's actually really good. We appreciate being able to get Thunderbolt. Hop. Ice Stone! You know what? We can go catch us a Toddle on the mountain actually. And then we can evolve that. Ooh, Shiny Stone! That is not the correct stone! Shiny Stone! Shiny Stone! Shiny Stone. The Shiny Stone is used to evolve Togetic, Roselia, Mincino, or Float. We do not have any of them. And an Ice Stone, realistically, we could catch us a Toddle in the mountain. We could use it to evolve Eevee into thingy. Pinero's here. We could have gone for Electros. No, we could have gone for Goomy. We could have gone for Goomy. Oh, I'm sad. No, fuck you. Fuck you, Arrokudas. Fuck you. I am not happy. As across the stone I find is a... of course, the one bleeding thing I find ends up... The stones I end up finding are not the white stones as well. We're still on the mountain, but still, it's like, god damn it. So, I'm just willing to bet that the only way I'm going to find a Dawnstone is up the mountain as a random item at this point. That's my only thought process. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to fight this Wooper because it's probably not gonna put me in the right area. If I won, so 4, 10. I feel like I can. Oh, that was rather mean of me. No, oh, right. So for the duration of that fight, I was drowning. Oh, that was in the hills. It goes to, actually, no, there's a TM up here. Which TM is this then? Ooh, Blizzard! I mean, it's horribly inaccurate, but it's super powerful. Blizzard's not bad. Adorns can be found in the ruins of West Province Area 3. It's the ruin area. That's why I wasn't finding them. Where's West Province Area 3? Where? Oh. Zoom in. There we go. West. See, Area 3 is here. Where's a ruin in Area 3 then? Where's a ruin? Because this bit's like Castle area, so that's not correct. Ruins. Let's see. Aha! So my destination, go on to the passage. Yeah, because I'm just going through the list of different places that Bulbapedia claim you can find him, and then I'll run around aimlessly. I mean, I thought, oh, chilling water head, maybe we'll catch a Pokemon there. No, of course we don't. Of course we screw it up. Although we now have an Ice Stone, so part of me wants to utilise the Morph encounter on a Sotodle just so that we have a use for the Ice Stone other than Glaceon, because obviously. This might be the one. I don't know if we can even reach that one actually, because tunnel bit here leads us over to here, which is. Does that mean that one's up there then? There's a way up this way, but it looks things to an extent though, so I think you went to the wrong ruins, but I'm not having to enjoy. I saw a ruins and I'm going there. That's the thing, like the architecture. Come on, Rhydon, pick up. Stuck off. You know what? When I was thinking of, no, I can't. Okay, you know what? I don't think I can reach it. No, wait, no. There's still more I can walk through fast before coming to that conclusion. Whoa! That spawned in right the last second. Fucking Mudsdale. Where we even get access to this, which is a go for Rita. Oh, hey, we can reach it. I just went the wrong way completely. Who knows? Maybe it'll count as part of the mountain. Ooh. Psybeam! Not the worst one ever. Yeah, it's more just. I just saw that. That guy says Kapow, and I'm just thinking like the pow. Just being horrible to other people. And we're trying to be a felon, so you just Kapow passing in the face. Right, I'm in a ruins. Found XP candy. There's a gimme gold chest. We're not an area we can encounter, so. Full restore. Flareon in the wild, and oh, Body Plus. Ooh, Body Plus is not a bad maneuver actually. Mainly just because, yeah, this is really long ruins. Which means I need to now work for Haunch Crow outbreak. Ugh, right. Well, while we before we get ourselves killed, we need to make sure we're actually in Area 3 then. There's another ruin around here somewhere? Because that's the desert. I'm trying to think. Maybe this counts as a ruin that works. That's more on the lake. But... Or once again, I'm getting screwed over by RNG. It's either or. Body Plus isn't a bad move. It's reliant on the Pokemon you have it on to be a lot more defensive in nature. So if it's got a high physical defense, that's really good. No, that's because they're like, oh, right, okay, yep. I was thinking that might have been the case. So that's going to be the wrong thing. Oh, there's a, that looks like a room bit. Hello, Stoddles. Why is there a Stoddle this far down the mountain? Yeah, that's, might be a deal. We can utilize the mountain north and Cal for, like, Stoddle for the stone if we really want to use the stone. I'm not too sure, though. Because we still have the Eevee anyway, so that will always be an option. So excellent deduction by me as per usual. Even in this heat, I'm still trying to bang out as many streams as possible to be over 2 hours, aren't I? Even over 2 hours and a half, I'm trying to get that number up. Nope, I've accidentally encountered a fungus. These mushrooms are so easy to accidentally step on sometimes. It's just not fair. They're so tiny, so silly, they're so little. And then yay! The Dawnstone! Oh, they little gimme that one. Yeah. Hello, Hypno. Right, okay, well that means we can evolve the Snorlax into Frostlass, making it infinitely better than it actually is. Hello, can you look at the sign of Snow 1? So, it's not like a, oh, how dare ye exist kind of thing, it's more just a, you gotta have your pre-evolved things that are tiny little, cute little Pokemon, and then they evolve into something more bigger, something more ferocious, something better. That's not to say that we should be going, oh, how dare you do anything that's different to what it is. Okay, so, right, so we'll just swap out Gastron for a moment while we do the whole evolution thing. Then we'll reconfigure the party potentially. Where would it be? It would be higher up because Slangs tend to end up being higher up. One Dawnstone, pardon me. One Dawnstone. Where's the encounter bit? There it is. Evolve. Frostlass. Frostlass. Need I say more? I love me Frostlass. Of course, it freezes play by blowing minus 58 degree Fahrenheit breath. I don't know the exact amount, but in Celsius it was already below freezing by that point most likely. So to then secretly display its play. It's also been in previous centuries being like, oh don't worry, come into this cave and freeze to death. It wants to immediately learn Hex out of the moves it has already, I mean fair enough. We'll take it over Ice Wind for now. Because I mean, guaranteed quit on the ice move it already has. That's not too bad. Frostlass. Its ghost typing makes it immune to normal. That's good. So how does Larry make sure that we can't just sweep with a ghost type? Well, you see, first things first, Commander has Comatose and Yawn to make sure that we sleep and it doesn't. Ow, my knee. One way we of course can counteract Comatose is through Worry Seed, obviously, and then we can put it to sleep. But in terms of moves it has, it does have Sucker Punch, which means obviously we can't just go around attacking necessarily. Or if we do attack, it's with a Pokemon that doesn't have to worry about a Sucker Punch that isn't stab because it's pure normal. And then of course the Serene Grace, the Dunsparce, has Drill 1. So while we can swap in on a predict of, oh, it's going to use Hyper Drill, we need to do something about that, it would then be a switch into Die to Drill 1, so yeah. And then as for the Staraptor, well, it does have Intimidate, which as long as it's using special attacks won't be too bad. Naturally, it does have Aerial Ace, a really good flying type move. So in reality, Frostlass and Ghost types in general end up not being as good as they could be, which is a real shame actually. Like you'd think, haha, I've found the workaround. It's like how in Hot Gold Soul Silver they give the Miltank in Whitney's gym Scrappy. it's so you can't just cheese with a Haunter, because you will probably have a Haunter if you're thinking, oh, I know, I'll catch a Ghastly, I'll be able to sweep through Whitney's gym because of all the boosts that it's gotten since Gen 2. It's like, similarly with like Bronzong, where it's like, on the one hand, it's got Levitate, so the drill one won't do much. Again, though, the Kamala can try and put it to sleep and Sucker Punch, really making it harder for me to do things. So, realistically speaking, just being able to just hit hard as possible on the Kamala is going to be the best approach, really. So, you know. Which does mean, yeah, I need to level up these two. So, in actuality, while I certainly may do the funny thing that I like doing, which is using a Ghost type on Ghost types, I'm going to put Gastrodon back in for the moment and go from there, because I think the coverage is going to be more useful than a Ghost. But then again, a Ghost is a Ghost, and Ghosts are quite lovely. Right. Let's sell the treasures we have. Sell. Sell the items. Right. There we go. Right, so first things first, what do we have up front currently? Yeah, that makes sense. That squad is fine for the moment. Obviously, once we actually get into the swing of things with the medallion stuff, probably put in front some other stuff. Anyway, as we enter our 5th gym building in the form of cutscene, Nimona shows up because it's time for another battle. Or it's not just yet, and it's right after that. So of course Nimona wants to fight. Nimona has a lot of Pokemon that would be sweeping us still. God damn it. And we have some similarities. We have a Pokemon that has a maneuver. We have a starter. We have electric. Oh wait, yeah, no. It is after. It is after. Because she's like, I'm going to fine tune my team. So I guess we'll just go to the gym then. Trouble is, the tracker puts it before. So that's just a little silly, really. In order to beat Larry, we need to order a special secret menu item that we then order at the Treasure Eatery. If we order correctly, we pass. So a challenge has been given a different part. We'll be given of the clues, and we'll be given a clue as well. Losers must tell winners their clues, and the goal is to gather clues and use them to determine the secret dish. Then order it from the waiter at the Treasure Eatery. This is our only way to be able to win the mission. So, yeah. We have to figure this out. Now, there's 2 ways to figure it out. One option is to just go through, fight all these trainers that have got the clues and whatnot. Or we could just waltz on over to the eatery immediately and try an order without having any of the proper clues. It's a 2-option situation, really. In reality, I'll do at least some of the fighting. I want Pericross to have Brick Break, damn it, and it is also... This is the slight issue, though, is of course I have to do one of the almost leveled. Do we have anything I want to use as a medium one? Level 5, there we go. Brick break. Happily have brick break over counter. Oh, the game really took its time with that one. And then, oh, I guess I can use the small ones as well. That's not too bad. Right, I forget that we got the honest. I don't think it really matters too much. Even with fighting these guys, it's like, well, that's we have 4 times. Lovely. That goes down the arse ring. I'm trying to think of the words to say right now, but I think my brain's slowly melting. I don't think I'm actually going to be doing this gym sheet. So that person's clue is about a dark spot in town. Oh, why would you look at this? A dark spot in town. And it says Fire Blast. That sounds like something that would be in a Pokemon movie or live action thing. It would just be like, where you just see a Charizard using it, and just some guy would just be saying Fire Blast, and it will be, and for some reason everyone would be like, holy shit, he said a thing or something. Am I criticizing the Minecraft movie still? Yes, but the point being is definitely going to be 100%. Why? I get why kids will be all like, ooh, to it, but it still baffles me. That's not comedy, just saying a thing that exists in the IP that's being used. Or at least that's my understanding. It's a Gumjuice! What's Arm Thruster? Well, damage we could just be doing by using the power of a move, let's say, if only we could have had Drain Punch. Oh, wait, yeah, Gumjuice has Super Fang. Oh, well, on the blind side, it was a case of just having that's the power of Super Fang. Our Pokemon's now on half health. Which means whatever she sends out... Oh! Aha! I think we found the Greedent. I think I want to Hypnosis it actually. Like, make it so it can't hit. 60% Hypnosis! Please, Bronzong! Please hit the Hypnosis! I'm praying for it to actually hit! Oh, and it has Bite. Of course it does. It has Bite because I'm spamming Hypnosis, so it kind of won't work. And we lose the first turn timer because we're faster, which means there is a percentage chance Greedent just wakes up immediately and hits us with camera. Okay, so yeah, sleep is just never useful. Think of it all. Oh, we do not do it. I woke up immediately! Fuck you, game. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna break you in the head, and you better fucking die, you Greedent. Sure, yeah, it's gonna be a counter situation, yeah. Get break. Well, now that hell is thankfully avoided. And Bronzong wants Iron Defense, which... I mean, it moves to the advanced stat. Give it Iron Defense, give it Body Press. That could be a way to do things. Oh, well, it'll be able to learn it later. I can learn it later if I really need to. What was this student's clue anyway? Because, like, you know, if I have eyes and whatever this goes and... I have to actually talk to them now. The odd one out at one of the ice cream stands. So that's actually a simple one. Let's just go to the ice cream stand. Like, this one has... Wait. This one has claps, which is not correct. Ice cream. And then it's a simple all out. Huh, the old rice balls. I'm actually tempted to leave with miracles. Okay, so we've got parts of the puzzle, right? You know what? My brain's trying to keep information stored and it's not feeling like it is. So let's just order, let's see if we can get this correct with what we've gotten so far. We don't get screwed over if we do this, well, we'll be ordering. Well, obviously it must be grilled rice balls. And the size, the order's not functional how I think real. Like I think I'm probably gonna get parts of it right quite well. With that, thankfully all the people probably did get moved out the way first before it suddenly opens up the battle court. Or you know, maybe it flips around and all that. Congratulations! You know, challenge the gym leader. We can talk to him again the rest of the way. Hoorah! Oh, hoorah indeed in my own opinions. I just want to double check. Yeah, we'll start with Heracross. We'll start with Heracross and go for break breaks. It will definitely probably be better. And hey, if it gets yawned, I'll switch over to Portmon and then you'll learn not to mess with me. So, you know. Lowy! Everyone's favourite. The depressed salaryman that's working multiple jobs just to live. Gee, I wonder why people relate to him way too much. Ugh. Although I do have to question, why is Larry both a gym leader and an Elite Four member? That just seems like there's just a lot of overlap that can occur. You know? Like, theoretically you should have found someone else. Either keep him as a gym leader or keep him as an Elite Four member, you know? Anyways, Kamala's comatose, meaning we cannot put it to sleep. Oh dear. Ah well, we'll just break away. Kamala! Actually really super fucking weak. He's overworked. Everyone's overworked these days. So Heracross versus Kamala, we just instant win because its defense stat is not that good. And then comes the Dunsparce, we'll be fine here. Apparently Hyper Drill with health. We'll break break. Oh, we do not kill. Oh, it glares. It glares to do paralysis. Ooh. And it has... So... And then it hypers. Oh yeah, I'm switching to bronze up. Like that just makes sense. 4 times weak to flying, 4 times weak to flying. Heracross is 4 times weak to fighting. Don't fucking put him in front of the Staraptor. Sadly, Bronzong's moves are not the best for Staraptor. But at the same time, I'd rather this get hit with the shenanigan than Intimidate, realistically, because highly defensive Pokemon is always good. Oh, pardon me. So, best bets we've got is Hypnosis. No, I would say Hypnosis, but obviously Hypnosis doesn't want to ever work on me, so... Oh, Larry might lose. I pressed hypnosis, but the other people here cheer him on. Hooray! Because at the end of the day, everyone loves Larry. Including all the people that swarm into the building. All the people enjoying their food. And we're just relegated to the word kid, because I suppose we are. One Terrororb to stop us from just... It's weird, he is actually using a Pokemon of the type still, with Staraptor, whereas all the other gyms there's like a Pokemon that hasn't got the typing on, and then it's just... But it does mean that it still keeps its immunity to Ghost, while also now getting rid of its weaknesses to Electric, Ice, and I guess for Facade. Meaning, it's actually best for us to not burn, paralyze, or poison. And hey, Hypnosis actually fucking worked! Hooray! Bronzong, you did it! You actually did the thing! Now just use the power of your mind to destroy its mind, and we can go... Oh, I'm all good. Who is this? Hypnosis actually done its job! Hooray! Bronzong pulled but it won't come now! I'm saying it too soon! Frankly, it's not very effective, even with the boosts from 10. So, you know, one Staraptor easily defeated. And now that's Medeli's gym done. Of course, there's a slight fun thing called Demona to deal with right after, but still, it's fine. She starts with Lycan Rock, so we can actually start with anything practically because we can easily deal with rock types. Evercross can easily fight it, really. It's not like I'm going to get priority to be fair, Excel Walk and Quick Attack. Oof. But we did it! We beat Larry, which means we get to look at his midsection. Because he's hungry. But we also get a badge. He eats a lot of ice balls. He needs the calories. Of course, now Pokemon of up to level 45 will actually be able to be more likely to be caught and actually listen to us. And of course, we get Facade. Hopefully we don't have to ever have to put on Facade. But, you know. Larry's off to work. And we've done another thing. Hooray! Which does mean we've only got a couple more. We've got 3 more gyms, 2 Team Star bases, and 2 Titans left. Untried is level 45, and the Tatsugiri is level 57. So that's a frame of reference for the Titan stuff. Beta here is invested in us doing stuff. I just wish he had a better team to truly assess when the game goes, oh, I'm a bit too hard on people and all that. We'd believe her if her team was good. Go-Goat. Avalon. 2 Pokemon that die to fire way too easily. A Veluza actually has some decent moves on it. Espraffa, so 2 Psychic types. A Dark type takes out 2 of her Pokemon, a Fire type takes out another 2. Another 3 because King Gambit's part Steel. And then Grimora is good for setup when it's got Toxic Debris, not be the ace of your team. Like, it's clear that they then consider the Nemona fight the fight with Nemona and Metagoza is definitely much more of a fight. Although she still suffers from the same issue actually. Her team is not the best. Because a fighting type takes out Lycan Rock, takes out the Dunsparce, and takes out Orthra. Okay, maybe more of a specially offensive one would, but still. Any fairy type will deal fine with the dragon stuff of Goodra. Pormont finally is a Pormont, so just anything that you know how to deal with Pormont beforehand will work. And then the starter is the starter. She has a lot of ice coverage. They really expect you to be suddenly having a dragon, don't they? At least we go up the mountain again. Because our next objective once... Oh, my nose. It's too warm, my nose is sounding up, that's why I like, yep, I know. I have no choice in the matter on this one. But the thing is like, obviously Nimona is the true final fight for this storyline, for the gym leader storyline, which is. Penny's is interesting in just the fact that it is an evolution affair. So it's just like, yeah, boom, evolutions. It's like, that's kind of cool. Alvin uses the Pokemon that he uses in the stuff. So, you know, it's kind of cool. Yeah, Aqua Step has its use. Aqua Step does have its use. It is 120 base power, but it also has yeah, see, it has see, even though it's a fighting type, which is already good coverage for a dark type, it has Air Slash. Jojo should be kind of I'm looking at the Alphanada one. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong fight. Crocodile should have still got coverage and Air Slash. Okay, never mind. I was just thinking, hang on, level 40 something. That doesn't make sense. No. I was looking at the wrong fight. It's just that it seems like he doesn't really change a team up between then and. No, wait, yeah. The only change between our fight between now and the 7th gym rival fight is going to be Goomy becomes Sliggoo. That is the only difference. And maybe there's like a change in like 1 or 2 moves. Like the only difference in Pokemon. So it's like. So does that mean she just considers that to be the best allotment she's got? She's got so many Pokemon that are really good. So maybe she just sucks at catching something. So it's just like, oh, okay, these are the weakest ones I've got. I'll use them. Yeah, little like and rock, and it's midday one, not the midnight one. But since we are starting with our Heracross, yeah, here with an XL walk, and there was nothing to do about that one, but quick break. Ooh, almost did it. So close. We'll keep Heracross on the team actually. Nah, what seems like is. On the one hand, I would love to use Ghost on Ghost, but on the other hand, Ghost on Ghost is a double battle. And it now Heracross now wants Pin Missile, which is a bug maneuver that hit 2 to 5 times in a row. I might upload nice and just to guarantee it to be 5 times. Well, we'll put it on there for the moment, but I do think I do have access to the white. I did find the leech life, so maybe we'll put that on Heracross. Anyways, Goomy. It's a pure dragon affair, and I don't have any ice. Damn it, all fair. Double damn it. But looking at the moves it does have, and the fact that it is a bleeding Goomy of all things, I think we can use Squad for the moment. I could have gone for Casper, that would guarantee what Pokemon doing. Because Portrait's not going to be very effective at all. Oh, you thought I was going to be using my starter? Haha, no. I need to remember, if I'm using my Squada, I can guarantee I'm going fast, I can always just utilize U-Turn. Which, yeah, that makes sense, because at the end of the day, Dragon Pulse makes sense. How is Goomy not a water dragon? Because it learns water moves, it requires rain to evolve them. Ah, nice flash. We'll take that over right, yes sirree. Formo! Oh, you foolish fool! Foolishly being the fool once again, Ramona! Bulldozing! Formo! It's time! Oh, why are they all living on like so little? Oh, just let me one-shot them again, please! I didn't clearly take full priority. But, fair enough. Patrol has 2 water moves and a flying maneuver. So... But look at it go! Turns itself into pure water, meaning my moveset Hill and Gastron's not the best really. Oh, but we can bulldoze anyway, I guess. Just force it into using air slash, which means I can't switch really in many directions. I probably should switch down to the other. Okay, I don't buy my computer science champions. I thought Warmer when I did the after. Oh, it's gonna get as high as 29 degrees supposedly today. Oh god, I'm melting already. Ugh. Yes, that's how much we did, but outside of air slash, it can't really do much to us. So. You know. Really, the only thing it can do out of all its things, is potentially damage us. You know, it's not really doing too much to us. I'm very neutral and I can't go fast bulldoze, so... No, they're not so interesting to fight at this point, but hey, you know, if there's a strategy that works, there's a strategy that works, you know? Release is lovely, but acrobatics does more as long as we don't put an item on it, so... Entertainment even. Make the target's abilities things to users. Nah, we'll learn it if I decide to. We did it, we beat Nimona, hooray! Next time we'll head towards doing the ghost gem, and I'll see what I can encounter in the mountain, north part of the mountain. I am going to go and melt, and also because I have things to do. Oh, but we do get Terror Blast. Thank you, Gita. That's a nice parting gift for the part. I think this is just a good place to stop, and I am in pain. I need to go and do stuff. I slowly die and melt. And I know I'm just not being as responsive right now. The heat has actually done a number on me, I think. So, I'll see you all next time.